Good morning, friends. I'm Cheryl from My Needle Crafts.
All right, everybody. Well, as you can see, we have a third co-host this morning. So I am on babysitting detail.
Babysitting.
Yes, so we've had so much fun, and right now she is totally mesmerized listening to Cheryl
She
talk.
just keeps staring at me because,
She's not sure what to make of it. But anyways, she's quiet. So let's start talking about knitting. So this is our last week. We're down to the last few days of the Clear Your Needles challenge.
we are 4 more days after today.
Holy moly. Well, people have been clearing the needles like crazy. I have seen finished sweaters and socks and all kinds of things. Oh, yeah, you're wearing. Yes, you're wearing because you had it.
I had to shorten my sleeves.
Did you
All
see
done.
you got a clap there? Yay.
Yay. I'm all done.
Oh, all done. And it looks absolutely perfect.
Yep. Look at my cool pockets.
Oh,
Aren't they awesome?
they are awesome.
I love the construction. It was so easy.
So would you make this sweater again?
I would make the sweater again. I would actually like to make it in not this yarn is very bouncy.
Right. You said that it's kind of stretchy.
So yeah, so it doesn't have like a ton of structure, but you know what? It's nice and cozy. And I was gonna put a zipper on it, and I still might, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe I will. It looks nice closed up, so
It looks good.
yeah, so
It's stopping for you.
yay! A finish. Not like grandma.
I know. Yeah. Finishes are good. Finishes are good. Yeah. Okay. Well, wonderful. I've got a couple sweaters on the go, but mine aren't really super close to being finished. But
That's
maybe
all right. They're on the go.
they're I'm just getting them prepped for February.
That's right. I couldn't wait. I had to start.
I saw, and who else was it? Was it Kara? Did I say? I'm thinking it was. I'm not sure. Anyways, I know somebody else started, right? Posted a gray sweater, a top down raglan in the Facebook group.
I think, yeah, like I remember seeing it. I
Yeah.
can't remember who it was. Thanks, Mary. And I'll go look at that. Some removable clips for cardigans to on Amazon. I'll check it out. I'm
That
thinking
sounds
I'd like a zipper, but I'm not entirely sure because, like really, I like it to be closed, but when you sit down, this one comes like right down onto the hips. And when you sit down, then the bottom kind of spreads, to the sides and yay. And so having it open isn't so bad either, but it lays really nice. I'm very pleased with it actually. And what can you ask for? I got this yarn at the grandmother sale at the church for next to nothing. So
well, exactly, right? And you got a
yeah.
beautiful sweater. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Good.
So did you clear your needles of anything this week? You had
No.
to think about it.
I had to
No?
think about it.
I
No.
cleared I cleared the needles. Well, the sweater, I finished. It was done last week, really. I put it back on needles and then took it off the needles. But I do have another finish.
All right, let's see the other finish. Get ready to clap, Scarlett. Get ready to
You
clap.
ready? Are you
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah. What?
Ta-da!
Hello. Okay, this is clapworthy, Scarlett. This is
Clap worthy.
clapworthy.
I
This is
finished the
clapworthy.
darn thing.
Yes, baby.
So I don't hate it as much as,
I don't
Alyssa,
hate it.
Alyssa did not like hers, I don't think. She did the same yarn as me. I'm gonna try and put it on without my hair looking
It
totally dumb.
the colors look beautiful. They look really nice.
So I did knit a woohoo. I did have a I did knit a fingering weight hat one other time, but it did not have a fold over brim, and I do not like it. I wish now that I had done it with a fold over brim because I
Right.
probably would wear it. I like the feeling of this. I like how light it is. So if I wanted to wear a hat on a day that wasn't, super cold,
Yeah.
then I would be happy to wear this. And I don't mind the way it looks on with the
I love
folded
it.
up brim. So
See, I was wishing I had a sock.
I wanted it to look like, a sunset. Oh, really? So this
Yeah.
is a little warmer because, it's color work. So you got double thickness with your floats in the back, right? Keeps
Mhm.
it a little warmer. But so, yeah, I wanted it to come out looking like a sunset, and it kind of does.
I would say it does. I would say it does. Um, um, oh yeah, so last night, well, late afternoon, I took Scarlett for a walk and it was cool. Like, I mean, it's pretty warm here right now,
Yeah,
but
it's above zero.
yeah, it's above zero. So I was wishing that I had just a lightweight.
Yeah. So I did figure out how to do the ladder back jacquard floats.
Okay. Tell us
So
about that.
I probably should have done them. The video watched said like the same as what you would carry like every 5 stitches, but I did not make that many. I just did 2 in between each one,
Okay.
and it's fine. I mean, it's a hat. It's not like it's a sweater. My fingers are going to get stuck in it or anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it worked out really good actually. I really
It looks good. It looks
liked
like
doing it. So
so would you do that technique versus the regular way of carrying long floats? Like
yeah.
again in another project?
Well, yeah, I would do it again. And especially because, sorry for the dog, Christopher just got home from taking Jordan to work. Because my carried color was so dark, you would so see it in there.
Yeah, the black through
If
there.
I did, like to wrap my floats or whatever. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. It turned out really nice.
It looks great. Looks great.
Thanks. Done. I did. I used Chroma, Wanda. I used Chroma for the colored yarn, and crap. Now I don't remember what the dark one was. It just the regular. It's in the other room. I don't feel like going to get it. I forget what it was. Do you remember what it was? Maybe Trish. I bet you Trish remembers.
He probably does.
What was the solid, Trish? Because we ordered it all the same time
It
for
wasn't
knit
black.
picks.
Was it like midnight?
Yeah,
Night blue or something? Or
it's a knit picks.
can't remember. No,
Oh,
you
Jocelyn's here. Good
don't.
morning.
Awesome. What did I see? Oh, I just have to say, Natalie said she started. So Natalie, did you? I can't remember. Did you say you finished something? But um,
Oh,
she's a
incoming grandbaby.
incoming grandbaby. So what did you
It's
start?
exciting.
Start a sweater or a blanket? Oh, a few baby projects.
A few.
A few. Yay! I know. Clap for that, Scarlett. New babies.
Yay! Blah, blah, blah,
That's right. That's right. Exciting. New babies. She's like,
You want a drink of my tea?
she
She's
will.
like, what?
Good stuff. Okay, so who else has finished up anything? I mean, my scarf could be done because it's long enough.
But you decide you're going to keep going for a while.
I'm just gonna keep going for a little
Oh,
longer.
Trish can't remember either.
But it's nice and long now.
Hey, Christopher, over on my 3-tiered shelf, there's a little knitting bag with the little dogs on it. Can you grab it for me?
I can almost double wrap it now.
Oh yeah, it's really, yeah.
Yeah, so just a
You
little
have 4 more days.
You got lots of time. Lots of time.
Thanks, you're the
Yeah,
best.
so I'm excited. I will have this finished. So I will have a finish. I'm just
Oh,
spreading out my enjoyment. Strolling.
stroll.
And what color? What color?
Midnight Heather.
Midnight Heather. Yeah.
And this was the Vermont of the chroma.
Vermont. Yes. And those
And I'm
colors
not sure what
look
I'm
good
gonna do with
together.
it.
They look so good together.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark finished her sweater.
Nice.
Okay, that's amazing. Very good, Mark. Okay, so Mark, what are you going to do for the February challenge? Do you have a brand new sweater to start?
Well, of course she does.
I know Mark is a very prolific sweater knitter. Oh, the potato. Okay. Oh, Jocelyn finished. Oh, for finished January, I've gotten they have the Tribeca trench coat done and the moonbeam sweater. That's right. And if I finish the cuffs on my socks, I'll have 3 finishes for this month. Whoa,
Wow.
that's amazing. 2 sweaters and socks. Very, very good. That deserves a clap too. Do you have another clap? You could clap.
Yay!
Oh, baby stuff has a deadline. That's true. When is the deadline, Natalie? When's the baby arriving? Oh, Mark's just doing a shelf for now. Well, you've got 4 days to figure out what sweater you want to start. Okay, so Cheryl, what sweater are you starting for February?
Starting or started?
Oh, that's right.
I started already.
Because last week you had 2 you were debating between.
Well, I had the yarn and, we talked about this sweater that I saw online.
Yeah.
And hold on. So this is the goal of the finished product. So we were talking about different raglan sleeve, like a simple raglan sleeve pattern, and then I would just, adjust it to do, the ribbing that I like and the detail up at the raglan there. So yeah, had lots of suggestions. I went and looked at different patterns, and I decided on the Classic by Espastrico. It's a free pattern. You can't tell because the sweater is like dark gray. So whether it's almost black, whether I printed it in color or not, it would look the same. So it's just a very simple, they do like a 6-inch, like almost like a turtleneck, which I did not want to do. And it was 1x1 rib. I wanted those, the nice wide rib carried down into the raglan. So after much fussing about, I had to call Louise the other night because the pattern calls for short row shaping in the in the back, but it's not just in the back. It actually, the short rows ended up ending right at the center front. So the short row carries all the way around, but the back ends up like, as you can see, like that, about an inch taller, which I really like. So I started it out, and there's my rib down the raglan. So I'm increasing on either side. So I think I have 2, 4, 6. I have 8 stitches in between the increase stitches.
Nice. That looks so good.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with it.
You are right on track. It's looking exactly like the picture so far.
It is. So hopefully I have a gauge according to the pattern.
Okay.
the pattern is a fingering weight and a lace weight, like fuzzy yarn held together.
Mm-hmm.
And I even checked my gauge again, and I'm right on 21 stitches per 4 inches. So,
Excellent.
and
Excellent.
I'm using, and the called for needles, everything. Shocking.
That's fantastic. I
It
love
is a little see-through, but you know,
it. I like
I'm
it,
sure
but I have really switched the gauge that I like. Years ago, I used to love a sweater that was really firmly knit and tight and warm and dense. And now I've gone completely the opposite way, and I always go up a needle size usually. And then I want something that's much looser and drapier.
well, my thought was always like, you know, seeing through, like, even like this ribbing, it was done on the smaller needle, but you really can't tell. Maybe because it's a 2x2, or maybe I just knit loose with the ribbing. I don't know.
Mhm.
But
Well, it's
anyway, that's how far I've got. I am three, so there's a 4 row repeat for the increases of the raglan, and I have to do it like either 11 or 12 times, depending how I'll judge the size when I get to the armhole, because the knitting is exactly the same for, there's two sizes that I was going in between. This pattern calls for a 10-inch ease on the sweater, a
yeah,
positive ease of 10 inches. And I don't know that I want that much. So I'm kind of right in between two of the sizes in the pattern. And the numbers are the exact same until you get to the armhole. So I'll do the first, it's 11 repeats for the one size and 12 repeats for the next. So we'll see when I get that far how it fits
exactly. Yeah.
when I get to the armpit. So I have 8 more to go, 8 more repeats. It takes a long time to go around that row. I'm like, holy smokes, it's not even that big yet. And I'm
It
like, man,
does.
this is taking forever to do
It,
4 rows.
no, no, no. Don't think that yet. Don't think
Oh, I
that yet.
know, because there's a long, I know it was the same with this sweater, but this
Yeah.
was Aran weight.
I luckily
This is DK.
I always seem to get to the point just when I start to think, oh my gosh, these rows are taking forever. I'm like this close to having my increases done. And
Yeah,
so we only have a few more rounds to do,
yeah.
and then it's over. And then I then take the sleeve stitches off, and then it's
Well,
back. It feels so much smaller.
and it's really not that difficult to follow, because I just basically wrote in the side here for the different rows.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm increasing. The first round, I only increase the body. The second round, I increase all sections. The third round, no increases. It's just a knit round. And then the fourth round is everything
Oh,
gets increased again. So it's very easy to keep track of what I'm doing. And then I just write a little tick for every time I complete all 4 rows.
excellent.
So I don't stop in the middle, or I have to write a number down so I know which one I'm
That's
on
right. You want to
next.
get
But
all the whole repeat done, right?
yeah.
Well,
So
that's awesome.
the yarn I'm using, I got also at the grandmother sale at the church. When was that? In the fall, maybe? Early fall, late summer, I think.
I
One
can't
of
remember. All I know is I was busy that Saturday.
it might have been in September. I'm trying to remember. I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe it was in September. Anyway, that's where I got the yarn for this. And then there was a bag of this stuff. There was 12 balls of it. So it's like vintage all the way.
Yeah.
Highlands and Islands, country style double knitting. You know, when you get a band that says double knitting on it, that it's been around for a long time.
I wonder
Like,
how
really,
long it would
they
be.
they don't ever write that anymore on a ball band.
Hmm. Well,
Like, have you ever come across that on newer yarn?
maybe not. Maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Anyway, it's made in England by Serdar. It is 45 acrylic, 40 nylon, and 15% wool. So machine wash, tumble dry, easy care. It's going to be one of those throw on sweaters and just toss it in the wash. And really, and it's a beautiful like oatmeal-y color, and it's soft. It doesn't feel scratchy or gross or, plasticky. I kind of like it.
That's good.
I love that it has
turned.
a Scottish thistle on it.
Thistle on it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so cool. I should look this up on Ravelry, this yarn, and see if anybody has any, like if it's on there.
You should. Oh, I'm sure. I bet you it will be. I'm sure it will be.
Probably.
Yeah.
Thanks, Diane. Thank you. Thank you, Marianne. Yeah, Natalie. I love Get Engaged. I didn't. So my usual is to go down a needle size because I always consider myself a loose knitter. And I tried it when I started it Wednesday night. I went down one needle size and did a swatch. I pulled it all out, but I did a swatch, and I was getting 22 stitches on the smaller needle, and the gauge was 21. So yeah.
And so your plan is to have that all finished in 2 weeks, or by the end?
Gosh, no, because I know it won't happen.
Okay.
I know it won't happen, but maybe by the end of February.
February. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Well, in fact, you're off to such a good start. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I haven't got any urges to do anything else yet. So
you mean nothing's distracted you yet? So you're good?
That's right. But I am so close to a finish on my cross stitch, but I have not touched it all week. I have done some since I last showed it, but it's so close to being done. I'm going to wait and show it next week.
Okay. That's exciting.
Because I have a new one lined up already. It's kitted in the bag, sitting beside my chair waiting.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, did we miss any other finishes, or who did anybody? I'm just looking. I kind of missed some comments.
Oh, hold on here. Diane says hello to Scarlett.
Oh, hi, Diane.
Natalie is casting on a birthday sweater in February.
Ooh, perfect.
Oh, the baby's due July 3rd.
Okay. Oh, so you got lots of time for lots of knits.
Oh, yeah. I need to dye my yarn for the love note. I ended up ordering so much mohair silk. Oh, and she's dyeing the fingering navy blue, and the mohair will be blue and purple variegated. That'll be really nice. So it'll give you some nice subtle color changes.
That will be nice.
Wanda says, I have an unfinished blanket, cardigan, mosaic cowl, and the second mitten. Yep.
I love all the projects. Yep.
Thanks, Marg. You're liking my sweater.
So I want to know, Natalie, is the love note that you're dyeing? I'm assuming since you're dyeing the yarn, that means it's going to be for you. But are you going to do a baby love note?
That would be cool. They do come in quite small sizes. It is a tin can knits after all.
Yes. Yeah, it goes from
tiny to big.
That's right. Where are you going? Well, that's good. So Cheryl, I don't like you've got so many finishes done.
Well, I really did want to try and clear off some of the straggling projects that I had. Her face is hilarious. Excuse me. Like the Alaska hat. I didn't even say that's what it was in case somebody didn't know. Everybody knows.
I think everybody.
When did I start it? Over a year ago. So I kind of wanted to get it done. I got a little bit with it. So
I think we ordered the yarn last fall, didn't we? And then thinking they'd be you guys would have hats for last winter.
yeah, maybe.
But well, that's okay. I think everybody's got them done now. So that's not bad. Just a little over a year. That's acceptable. Good. Okay, so what does everybody got plans for their February sweater?
So Therese says I finished a shawl, which is a gift. That's cool. And Diane, I finished a colorwork and brioche cup cozy. That would be about the size of brioche that I would even maybe consider, but probably not.
God. I've been doing I'm working on another brioche cowl right now.
Right.
So much fun. And I'm hoping, well, you have to check Monday or come back here next Saturday and see, but I want to get it finished. I could have had a good chunk more done if I wasn't busy
attached to a child.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so Natalie, the sweater's for you. Baby sweater I have planned is a cabled cardigan. Ooh, that'll be pretty.
Cute. Nice.
Marianne's going on vacation. So she is planning on taking 2 shawls, a vest, and sweater. Need variety for pool, beach, balcony knitting. Well, of course, you need to have options.
Most definitely. And you can't, now that's a tricky thing though, because you can't take, well, I mean, you could. I was gonna say, you can't fill your whole leg. Hold on, I gotta chase the baby.
Yeah, you take so much knitting, you don't have room for all your other stuff in your suitcase.
All you need is a bathing suit, a toothbrush, and 3 or 4 knitting projects, right?
A dress to throw on over top, and you're good to go.
A sundress, a bathing suit,
sandals,
toothbrush. Yeah, really, 4 knitting projects, because you can't run out of knitting projects. And if your flight gets delayed or something and you have an extra day there, that's more knitting time, right? So yeah, perfect.
Okay, so Jocelyn says, fingers crossed I can get the tar sweater. I'm sure that's short for something. No, and the mallow. What's that?
I think it's just tar. I think
okay, the tar sweater and the mallow cardigan done next month.
Jocelyn's got pretty big goals for her 2-week sweater.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Are you crocheting or knitting, Jocelyn? So I was watching so Dawn and Lisa, codependent knitters. Dawn is knitting or crocheting, I should say, a sweater. I think they're doing a crochet challenge. I haven't watched them in a little bit, but last time I watched, they were talking about a crochet challenge. And the sweater that Dawn is making is absolutely stunning. Like, it makes me want to do one.
Would you try it?
Oh, I could do it. Absolutely. I used to be a very, it bothers my wrist so bad now. So, I've made some little coasters and stuff a couple of years ago, but I could do one and then I can't do anything else. So a little bit at a time. So I'm so worried that if I tried it, that I would kill myself doing it.
Okay, yeah, you don't want that. Don't want that.
No, but it's so pretty and I want it so bad.
Maybe you could just go super, super slow with it. And
I could, maybe just do one square, every couple of nights or something.
Yeah.
Oh, she says both knitted sweaters. I'm so tempted to join the crochet challenge. Yes, that codependent knitters are doing. I love my crochet sweaters. Yeah, I don't have a crochet sweater. Like I used to crochet a lot, more than I knit. Used to make lots of little baby sweaters because they're so pretty, right? All little shell stitches and
They are cute.
yeah, they were so sweet. I actually have, I think back here, right there, you can see that little bit of blue. I think there's a little baby hat laying there
Oh, is
that I
there?
made. Yeah, I'll grab it. Come
Sure.
on. I found it somewhere in something.
Oh, that's so cute. I know the crochet flowers are so cute.
I should give it to you. It probably would fit little miss there, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of beanie. Maybe it'd be too small. I don't know. It's got a little flower
It's cute.
and you can take it off and it's a hair clip.
Oh, what a great idea.
I got trying to get Jordan to wear it in her hair. They were doing a 70s theme party or something.
Yeah.
Some friends. And I said, here, wear this in your hair. It looks so cute.
And she didn't want to?
No,
Yeah.
she was worried she would lose it or something.
Uh,
So, yeah.
Look.
Look at the little scallop edge on the bottom.
So cute.
Yeah, I used to love to crochet. Oh, well. Anyways, yes, I'm loving that that sweater that Dawn is crocheting. It's really pretty.
I think I have to go back and look. I'm sure I saw a picture that she posted on Instagram of it. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so what technically Thursday is the first? Thursday is cast on
Yes,
for sweater?
Thursday is the first.
Okay. And then Jocelyn and I are chatting Friday night on the Wildflower Will YouTube channel.
Because you guys are starting on the first year 2-week sweater challenge,
Starting on
correct?
the Friday. We're
Oh,
starting
on Friday on the 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll podcast the next 3 Friday nights, kind of the beginning of our sweater and then
Beginning, middle, and end. So 3 Fridays in a row.
yeah, just to see if we're on top. I'm gonna try a worsted sweater this year.
There you go. I will ask. You can talk about it on Friday and tell us your plans.
Okay. So yeah, and as far as my finishing, I don't think I have anything else close to being finished. So it'll just be my scarf that I finish. And that's pretty good. I'm happy with one finish for the challenge. Yeah, today I didn't finish anything else, I don't think. No, nothing that
She's happy with her book.
she is happy. So maybe we'll just let her play with it.
Is it her book or your book?
Well, this is her. Can you hear it? Talking?
No.
Okay.
No, it cuts it out.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
She's got that. She's got a new style book and she has an old style book.
Oh, there you go. As long as she's happy, that's all that matters.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
I was hoping last weekend to make my second sock on my crank, but I never got around to it and I haven't pulled it out. So maybe this weekend. I don't have a whole lot on the go, I don't think. So I might get to sit and spend the afternoon, maybe tomorrow. Sundays seem to kind of be my day to kind of chill and do something like that. Yeah. I got some ideas for some new stuff for my needle crafts. So that's kind of whirling around in my head and you know.
Nothing to do with the crank machine though, right? Or are you
No.
going to make socks to sell?
No, for bags.
Okay, for bags. Okay.
I do want to make though, I want to make a cover for over my cylinder when I'm not using it. So
Oh, that's a good idea.
it's basically just like a flat bottom bowl. So a round, that'll sit over top, like padded, like a dust cover. So
Perfect.
yeah.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Hi, Jude. Jude was finishing tons of stuff, wasn't she?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure she had a whole list of things that she was doing.
You must be on the other side of the pond if it's afternoon there.
Mm-hmm. It is. Well, that's good. What else was I going to say about your sweater?
About my sweater?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it if I
This
remember.
sweater?
Yeah, that sweater.
What were you going to say about it?
Oh, I was going to ask you something and I can't remember. Now I'm curious about the yarn. Are you going to look it up on Ravelry to see if you can find it? I'm sure I would bet you anything it would be there.
I should look it up.
Oh, I know what I was going to say about the sweater, you guys. So, for people who have done a bunch of sweaters, has anybody else come across a sweater where the short rows start out in the back and then they work their way around to the front? Because I have never seen a pattern that does.
Like how my sweater did. Yeah.
Yeah, how your short rows work, how they ended up actually ending in the front.
So my beginning of round is here, which is the back side of the raglan on this side. And when I started knitting, hold on, got to make sure I got this the right way around. Okay, this is the front. So when I started, you had to knit. I got to make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, so I'm going the right way. You had to knit to just past the raglan on the front was your first German short row, and then you turned and you went all the way around to this one, and then you went back and forth around until you ended up meeting in the center at the front. So you can kind of see how it kind of V's here, right? In the front. So this gets wider because your short rows are this section right in here.
Sure. Yeah. Nice.
Right?
Okay.
Because this is the row goes like this.
Yes.
So it built the short rows all the way around.
Okay, so a couple people have done it. Marianne and Diane have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the no frill sweater goes almost all the way around. Okay. That's a petite knit sweater, I think, isn't it? No frill?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Uh-oh.
I mean, I really like how it looks because it's just perfectly nice, rounded, taller in the back, and I'm a little offset here, but anyway. Yeah, and I thought maybe it would end up with a weird little hole in the front, but if you look super close, you can see where that center is, but really there's like no hole. Like you can see the little, the German short row because you got like where it's a double knit, right? The two are right there, but there's no like hole or anything. Because I was worried that it was gonna, there was gonna be a weird looking thing right in the very front of the sweater, and there's not. So
it looks great.
Oh, Carol says it makes any stripes go straight across the front. Yeah. Thanks, Jude.
Yes. Okay. So see that's okay, because Cheryl and I were talking about about the benefit of doing that, and that makes that's probably how it got started, right? Because when you're doing stripes, short rows would mess them up. But
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jude.
Sure.
There you go. It was Jude that asked in the Facebook group for a clarification on the rules. I did message you back I commented on the thing that yes, all those accomplishments that you've done this month, even though they didn't actually come off the needles, you did a whole lot of finishing stuff up. So, go put yourself in for an entry in the Ravelry thread for sure. You got an injured knee again. Been making use of injured the knee again time. Yuck. Louise knows what that's all about.
I do know what that's about. Not this year, though. I've been being super, super, super careful.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing?
Well, if the weather right now is any indication of what the rest of the winter is going to be like, I kind of feel like we had our blast and we're,
And
you
that's
know,
it.
I
Wait
don't
and
want to say
see.
we're done because,
Mother Nature always, always pulls out one last go around with winter.
Okay, so if I go to yarns, right?
Yes.
Yarns, and if I just search country style, do you think that it'll come up?
Yeah, try that.
Just because Louise is really
I know.
country style.
I'm
Let's see if we can get anything with that.
sure.
Look at that. What were you looking for this? Sirdar. Country style DK. 40, 30. So this is 45. So that might have been country style DK 45. Here it is. This has some different bands.
Okay.
The bands are different, but they could be a newer, because I think mine's pretty vintage. And this ball
It,
band looks old,
it does.
but it's the same. Everything else is the same. Oh, this is 100-gram balls. Mine's 50-gram balls. Same weight though, I think. 22 stitches.
Probably Google it and find the history. Do you remember? Okay, I'll tell you the story in a second. And so does but it doesn't have 50-gram balls on Ravelry?
It says this was also available in 50-gram skeins. Please change at stash level. This yarn has been changed and is now only available in 50-gram skeins with a slightly different fiber content, but my fiber content's the same. Sirdar first produced this yarn in 1980 in 50-gram skeins. It switched to the 100-gram skeins in 2004, then back to 50-gram skeins in 2012, but they changed the content. According to Sirdar, the fiber content of the earlier 50-gram size was the same as the 100-gram size. It changed only in 2012 from 15 wool to 30%.
That's cool that it gives
So
you.
this is the original, produced in 1980.
Okay.
I would say that's vintage enough.
No, no. I was going to say the exact opposite. I was going to say that means it's not that old.
I think vintage is anything over, I want to say 25 years.
I think vintage is anything before you were born.
That's not how it works.
I think it should be. I think if it's any time in like the time frame you remember, that should not be considered vintage.
So see, I consider antique anything that came before my time.
Oh, well, see,
vintage is just old.
Okay,
we're vintage.
I don't know. I consider vintage and antique to be the same thing.
Yeah.
But
anyway, it's from the 80s. That doesn't surprise me because the ball band looks very from the 80s.
It kind of has that look on. Yeah.
It does. But that's okay. I like it.
I like to think, oh, Jocelyn says vintage is over 40 years. Oh, well.
I don't know. I look at it from a business point and looking at people with that sell vintage items and stuff, and on like on Etsy and whatever, and there's a classification of how many years are considered vintage or antique or whatever, but
Yes,
it
because
doesn't
there
matter.
is a distinction on there. You can sell
Yeah,
things.
this yarn is discontinued, by the way.
Well, you know what? I just think of this. You think of whoever stash that came from, who has had that since the 80s, which really is not that long. Um, wouldn't they be happy to know that it's being made into a sweater right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
They do make it now. It's a 40-30-30 blend, which is even better because it has 30% wool instead of only 15.
huh.
So 40% manufactured fibers, nylon slash polyamide, 30% wool, and then 35% or 30% acrylic. And that's their new,
Okay.
and I
Nice.
would probably knit with it as well. Same weight.
Okay. So it's one of their um their oh my gosh, why words? I was gonna say like one of their standard yarns, like a yarn that they've always consistently had with just a few tweaks over the years.
Yeah.
Good, consistent
Yeah. So
yarn
this
that
is
people
the
like.
new updated version.
Nice.
And they call it country style DK, and it says vintage in quotation or in brackets. So it's vintage. See?
I know.
Vintage
See, I
yarn.
know. Everybody's saying over 40, over 40. Okay.
Still
Um,
vintage.
oh, Nita says she used it in about 2005. She made picture sweaters, so like Intarsia
Yeah.
sweaters for boys. See, I
Yeah.
like that. There's something about those yarns that stand the test of time, right? That um are around. Like some of these newer ones, they're out for like a season and then they're gone. And by the
Yeah.
time you get around to using it out of your stash, it's already discontinued.
Yeah. See, Jude's in the UK. She should know. Is this yarn here like something you see in many yarn shops around?
Yeah,
I
like
would
a
totally buy it. If this was something we could just go buy here at our yarn shops, I would buy this yarn.
Mhm. Yeah, that's well, I think you found a good deal at that sale.
I got a good deal. Like
And
you just go and pay whatever you want at the grandmother sale because it's all for charity. Everything has been donated from, grandma's like cupboard that's been there for obviously since 1980.
yep.
And you just, you know, basically make a donation for whatever you decide to take. So I got a whole bag of 12 skeins of that yarn, and there were 15 skeins of the chest that I made the red sweater in. I think that's all I bought for yarn. I got some other goodies while I was there too, but
Did you pick up fabric while you were there? Because it started out as a fabric sale, didn't
it
it?
is a fabric sale for the most part.
Yeah.
It's the grandmother's fabric sale, but they do have yarn. A couple of years ago, it's biannual. And 2 years ago, I think there was a bunch of yarn that was all animal fiber. I'm trying to remember if it was alpaca or what it was, but it was some interesting stuff there. There was
Yeah,
a bunch of it. I didn't get any of it, but
I went a few years ago. I've gone once or twice. My aunt used to, she helped organize it or run it or volunteer or
yeah.
do something with it at one point. And so I have gone and bought yarn there and came home with cross stitching and came home with a whole bag of fabric because how many times have you guys seen me sew anything?
Or, you never do any cross stitch anymore.
Oh, but
But I
it's
have seen cross stitch that Louise has finished. And you got to find me that pattern because I want to stitch that.
oh, the Halloween one.
The one that you had up on the stairway at one point. I don't
Yeah.
remember even what it looked like. I just know I wanted to make it.
Yes, I have finished a couple. I gave one to my mom as a gift. Got it all framed and yeah. Yeah, so I have finished cross stitch before. Quite a few things actually. I mean, I did cross stitch like oh my gosh, we're probably talking like 30 years ago, 28.
Vintage time.
Been almost vintage time. Oh my gosh, I have to tell. And I remember doing at Christmas time, it was a caroler. It was a lamppost with snowflakes and two carolers holding caroling books. And it was fairly small, and you put it in a little round frame. And I did them for my mother-in-law, my mom, at least one of my aunts. And
Nice.
that was kind of the end of my cross stitch. After I finished
After that, you were done.
yeah, because they were for Christmas gifts. And that kind of stopped me for a while until I came across Caroline. And when I met her and Adrienne, that's how I met them, was because I was starting to cross stitch again. And that's how yeah. So funny how things all work out.
It is funny. Yeah.
Oh, Sidar yeah. So Jude says Sidar is a very common yarn.
Yeah.
Nice. Not sure what shipping would be like.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I know you can get it here. Some places do have it. I mean, it's not like I've never seen Sirdar yarn before, but I see a little hand.
I know she's lying. I know. Well, before around, so some shops must bring it in, or some
Yeah, they must get it somewhere.
varieties of it.
I
Yeah,
wonder if I've seen it at Len's Mill before. Don't remember.
maybe. I was kind of thinking about Listowel, but I know they do. They've got King Cole yarn there. Do they have Star? Maybe not. Anyways, well,
Have
however,
to keep an eye out on for it now, from now
well,
on.
now that we've been talking about it, you're going to find it everywhere. You'll be seeing it pop up places.
Well, that's good because I've been looking for a good DK yarn.
Yeah.
And I like it that it feels nice and it's, probably great for kids stuff and baby stuff and anything you want that's washable. I kind of like DK yarn.
I do too. I do too. Oh, Jude says, yeah, King Cole's another British big brand. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know Listowel has that. So
Yeah, there you go.
stuff. Well, I'm feeling a need to do a trip to Adult House of Yarn.
Oh, they have a new sock yarn that has alpaca in it. Like it's 4 socks. It's a merino nylon with alpaca. Oh, Romney Yarns in Toronto has Sirdar. Oh, there you go. Oh, there
I
goes
have
Gilly
not
again.
there in years.
Gilly.
That's okay,
Bad
Catherine.
dog.
Oh, see, I am feeling the urge to do road trips here. Romney Yarns would be amazing to go to. Toronto's a fun to go for the day and hit 3 or 4 yarn shops. We did that a number of years ago and it was so good. So fun. And oh yeah, Wool Warehouse. They're good, but sometimes they have sales on, don't they, Carol? Because oh, and not expensive shipping. Yes, because I was gonna say I've ordered some Fable sock yarn from there before. I know a few people get their mohair. I know one girl who holds a lot of mohair with all of her sweaters. That's where she usually orders it from. I have an almost sleeping baby here, you guys. Jude, oh, I tried to link Wool Warehouse, but apparently YouTube doesn't. Oh, yeah, I don't think they let you do links. You could put it in the Facebook groups though. Yeah, the Wool Warehouse is a good one to go check out. I know you. I wish they would let you add links on here. But yeah, we have to go run over to the Facebook group and do it over there.
Oh yeah. The neighbors have the kids are visiting with their dog, and so there's two of them over there and they're outside, they're carrying on and crying, and Gilly's like, oh my god.
Jocelyn, oh my goodness. Someday when you come visit us here, we will do the best road trip ever. There's so many shops that we could hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm really wanting to go to Galt House of Yarn because I just need to be in the presence of all that Lopi.
Oh, you just want to see the big wall
I just want to be there and
with
look
all the different weights and different colors, the 120 colors between
6 varieties of
them
yarn.
all. Yeah.
I
I just really wanted to see that sock yarn with the alpaca in it, because that would make some nice warm socks if, you needed a pair that, for special cold occasions.
maybe we should do a little road trip, and Joanne is
Last
there.
The last time we tried to go there, it was closed.
I know.
I was so not happy. And
Yes.
it wasn't their fault. It was us not thinking.
Maybe we'll just have to do it on a Saturday afternoon. As soon as we're done podcasting, be there for like noonish or something. And yeah, we can meet Joanne there. Anybody else who's somewhat local, we could all meet up there. That would be so fun. Feel all the Lopi. And the alpaca yarn. I'll look at that too as an afterthought. But it may be nice. Who knows? Maybe that's what I'll do. The Lopi. It would be nice and soft and cozy warm, the alpaca sock yarn for sure.
Gosh, there's scrapping going on out there and everything. Getting a little wound up, barking, and
Oh dear.
well, there's 2 dogs now, right? Somebody might not be happy with the other.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Or
Yeah, a
deal.
little road trip would be fun.
It would be fun. So maybe we'll have to think about that one Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And we could see. I know Carol had mentioned something about liking Lopi or using Lopi. Maybe we could gather up a few people, or maybe Trish or Marg want to head out. We could fill up a couple cars or something. And
Yeah, well, I'm thinking that maybe Alyssa had mentioned to me she wanted to go to Woodstock, so we could make a couple of stops.
oh, well, that just
Thoughtful Artisan in Woodstock.
better. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, definitely.
Anyway, we should probably, wrap things up here because annoyances. I mean, yours is being good, mine's being bad.
He's sleeping.
Oh no.
He just laid
She
down.
just went out like a light.
He's just laying down here beside me.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. All this excitement of podcasting and talking about finished sweaters just pooped her right out. All the things that she has to look forward to. I'm like,
oh,
okay,
yes.
what is the earliest age you can safely have them hold needles?
Not yet.
I know. I just let her play with the yarn. She was playing with I was working on a brioche project last night, and she was pulling out all the yarn, and I'm like, okay. I said, I think we need to like stop this. I need to give her yarn that I'm not actually knitting with.
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing you could maybe go to is like a latch, or like a corking tool or whatever.
Yes.
When she's like maybe 3-ish, if she wants.
Or 2.
Yeah, I doubt she would do it at 2, but you never know.
Hold it. I know.
Well, yeah. I think Trish is up for a yarny road trip.
I see that. Most definitely. I know. And isn't that kind of some, well, I mean, really, we could do it anytime as long as it's not talking about snow. But, just the thought of a nice like spring day going on a little road trip. Oh, Dave
Yeah.
is coming to
All
my
right.
sleeping
Hmm.
baby.
Daisy's like, what the heck? You're in my spot.
I know. She's brave when the child is sleeping.
Yeah.
Cannot
All
quite better.
right. All right. We should wrap things up here.
Yeah.
We're getting rambly. So
All right.
we'll let everybody get on with their Saturday. And
Okay.
we'll see you next week for the start of our sweater month. And yeah. So
Yep.
have a great week, everybody.
Have a fun weekend. Happy knitting.
Bye.
See you next Saturday. Oh, hold on.